Good Monday morning. The author of Hebrews says, let us hold fast the faith. And he tells us, let us provoke, let us stir up one another to love and faith. And one of those ways is not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together, as the manner of some is, but we got to exhort, encourage one another so much more as we see the day approaching. We are in the last days and we are seeing and hearing things that it's like, hey, as you see things going on, so much more, we need to be at the hospital, the spiritual hospital, and we need to be encouraging one another. While convalescing, online church is good, but I miss being in the midst of the sisters and brethren. In Hebrews chapter 10, when it talks about not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together, there's cross references to 1 Corinthians 12, verses 14 through 27, that reminds us that we are many members of one body, and that body is Christ. Each member is important. Each member has a function, and those functions are to build up the body and to glorify Christ. No member is more important than the others. Some members are seen, some members are not seen. You can see the arm, the hand, the leg, sometimes you can see the feet and the toes, the mouth, the eyes, the ears, but we have inward parts. You can't see the heart. But we don't work without the heart. You can't see the liver, but we need that liver. You don't see the kidneys, but we need the kidney. They're important. Just as there are some members in the background. And in Colossians 3, it's reminding us that not only do we need the fellowship at the church, but we need to put on that bond and remember that we are the church. That heartfelt compassion, we need to put that on. It's a reminder that as long as we live in this body, we have never arrived spiritually. We got to keep pressing on. That's why we're going to the spiritual hospital. And while we're there, we need to remember that we're forbearing and forgiving one another, our sisters and brothers, because they're at the same spiritual hospital. Just as we haven't arrived, they haven't arrived. And so all of us have flaws. We have weaknesses. We have deficiencies. And so love is the key. The word says that love covers a multitude of sins. Choose love and grace as we forbear. Be long-suffering, just as the Lord is long-suffering with us. Having that bond of compassion. And then it's God's peace. Let that rule our heart. Think of it as our lives are an athletic field, such as in baseball. When there's a ruling over a right or wrong on the sides, the teams, it's the umpire that makes that decision. God's peace rules the hearts of Christian brothers and sisters. And so as we join together at the spiritual hospital, the sanctuary, we strengthen one another in songs and hymns and worship songs and praying and greetings, hugs. And hey, how are you doing? It's good to see you. And smiles. And we're giving testimonies of how our week has been, because that's going to strengthen somebody else. From the choir stand, I can see some seasoned Christians that walk in with a smile, and I was like, okay, I can make it a little while longer, because if they can come in And you know what they've been through. Oh yeah, I can make it. Are these youth that are bringing in so many others. We receive strength when we show up at the sanctuary. Don't forsake the assembling of ourselves together. That's the manner of some. But as we see the days approaching more and more, when you hear and you watch disturbing news, we need peace. We need love. We need compassion. We need to forbear and to forgive. God's people should be a light, like a city set on a hill that cannot be hidden. Hebrews 10:25 reminds us not to forsake the assembling of ourselves together in a sanctuary. It cross-references Colossians 3:12-16 that reminds us to live holy, to put on the bonds of compassion, forbearance, forgiveness, love, and let the peace of God rule our heart. And then it cross-references 1 Corinthians 12:14-27 that reminds us that we are many members, but one body. We belong to the body of Christ. And let us live as such. I love you. The Lord loves us. He so wants us to love one another. Please have a marvelous Monday, and God willing, I'll see you the next day. Bye.